Oh man,
Not a good
listen,
week.
not a good week. So it's ironic because I had my wedding celebration on Saturday on the same day as Messi in Miami playing our Union, and I had some Union buddies there, and we all kind of looked at each other and were like, yeah, it's like there's not even a point of like having a phone on. Like we know what's about to happen down there. We know Messi and company's about to do their thing, and yeah, exactly that happened. But it's funny because I thought they played solid. I thought they played a solid game. Obviously, you started off quick. You couldn't capitalize later on, and when you have one of the best in the game, this is kind of what happens. But what's going on? Start off with you, Renee. How we feeling over there?
I'm okay. I was out at the Eagles game last night, so I mean, that's enough said there because that's not great.
No run-ins with Gazdak or
Mm.
Ua. They're big Eagles fans.
I know. I was on the lookout to see who else was there. I know like Tyrese Maxey was there, and there were
Saw.
obviously Fletcher and Jason were there. So there's a lot of people that were out. The stars are out for a great night. So I'm not happy about as nobody is currently. But I think it's frustrating when you look at that loss because to me, I do think that the Union let a big game slip. Obviously, we know prior to the game even starting, after we had finished recording our preview, we got the news about Andre Blake's injury. We got to hear more about Danley's injury. Like we started getting more injury updates. But I can't help but think, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If the Union were at full strength, if the Union, had put away, they had a couple other really good chances after Uwa's early goal, take that 2-0 lead, would we be talking about a different game right now? There's just a lot that you saw in that game. I was actually very encouraged by, but it's crazy because they lost 3-1. So you let Messi get going in his return, a pair of goals and an assist. It was Messi day, but it shouldn't have been. The Union had it. You get on the scoreboard a minute and beautiful goal by Ua. And I was just, to me, I can't help but think that they much actually them, like the Phillies last night, like the Eagles last night. I feel like this week has been a lot of Philly sports teams squandering opportunities to go on and win. They had the game. You could have beat Inter Miami, or at least maybe they would have. You scored twice. Maybe it ends up being a draw, like a 2-2 draw. I don't know. I just think they played really well, but it just kept snowballing of things going wrong that eventually led to them losing the game 3-1. So that's how I feel.
Yes. Hey, and you're spot on with the whole Philadelphia sports thing right now. It has felt like we're almost there. We're like right there, and then we just roll back. We stop. We can't finish it. You're not the finishers right now in Philadelphia. And just a quick plug. Last night. I was at our Eagles tailgate at
Hey,
Uptown Beer Garden. It was a lot of fun. I recommend to anybody who's listening, please, if we have any of these events, make the time to come out. Whether it's the Eagles, the Phillies, the Union, the Flyers, anything. They're always really fun. There's always great prizes. We always have a lot of raffles and ticket giveaways and diehard giveaways. Definitely come to it. A lot of fun. The outcome last night was not fun, but still a great time. And the outcome this past weekend was also not that great. JP, I hope you had a great time at your
I
celebration
know. I
because you're
just
probably
kind of missed it.
that's
um,
good news. We like hearing good news. And them losing. Look, it's Messi. Who he has been what the world number one. You could argue. Him and someone else have been the world number ones for how many years? A decade, 15, 20, 30 years. It feels like it's hard to expect to win against a guy like him. I know there was a little bit back and forth. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? We didn't know with the whole ankle situation. Um, Obviously, he did play, and obviously, he came out and showed out big time. Even with that, it being there, Luis Suarez is another huge, huge, huge talent for that team. To expect, for me at least, my tempered expectations to win that game obviously would have been fantastic, but to draw would have been even better. And the way that they came out, the Union very strong, got that early goal, whatnot. They could have had it done. They could have drawn in that game. You could have walked away with a point, like we've been talking about ad nauseum for the last couple of weeks. Is this right now? This this point structure with the playoffs. You're in tiny margins within getting into an actual point into the MLS playoffs. This point last weekend would have been huge for you. No points. You're looking at an uphill battle now.
We all silly like the mayor.